Welcome back to Central News. Being stung by a bee may not be the worst thing in the world, provided you are not allergic, as it could quite possibly eliminate some of the ageing signs, wrinkles. Professor Shaun tells Central News how it works.
It's a new craze, all right. It's massive. I mean, everyone heard about this last year with the royal wedding, where the bride herself and the new mother-in-law, I guess, they used it, and it was New Zealand Bee Venom cream. And everyone in the world heard about it overnight, so it is a real sensation. Everyone's talking about it in the beauty industry, which I'm not in. I'm in the medical research industry, so I've had a look at it from the medical research point of view.
So does it work?
Yes, and it's quite interesting. So we've done some research. I can't say the full details because it's not been published. It's in publication now. It'll be published in the next couple of weeks. But the short answer is yes, I'm amazed. It does work.
And what about the people that if they get a bee sting and they're allergic, should they steer clear of it? They
should stay clear. So if you're allergic to bee stings, you should not go near any bee product whatsoever, whether it's bee venom or even just simple old honey. Stay well clear. Now that's not just a normal reaction to a sting. Everyone gets a bit of a lump and a swelling and pain. But if you get a true anaphylactic reaction with swelling or you have to go to the hospital, then absolutely stay well clear of bee venom.
Now how does it help those with arthritis, multiple sclerosis and shingles?
Well, we don't know if it does or not. There are lots of reports that it does, and again, I'm a medical researcher. I want to try and see if it does work, so I've got a whole programme planned to see if it works. We started with wrinkles because that was quite easy, just to see if it did anything, and it certainly does. Now I want to look at arthritis and shingles and those other conditions you mentioned, because anecdotally around the world people are saying, hey, it works. And a lot of people don't have access to bee venom cream. We've made this quite a nice cream here, very easy to apply. What a lot of people do, and you can look on YouTube and see this, they'll get the affected area, say a limb, they'll put a glass bowl over it, they'll put a load of angry bees in there, and they'll get stung 20 or 30 times. Incredibly extreme thing to do, but the reason they do it is because they say it works.
So people actually purposely get stung by bees?
Absolutely. So in China and other countries like that, real live stinging from bees, they will do because they think it works so well. And there's other anecdotes as well. There's the old anecdote, and all the beekeepers watching will know this, that beekeepers don't get arthritis, beekeepers don't get cancer. I think some of them say that beekeepers live forever. I don't think that's quite true. But there's a lot of anecdotes out there that it could work for arthritis. In theory, it should work when you look at the properties of the chemicals in the venom. And so I'm so excited to be looking to see if it does or not.
So how long have people been using bee venom for health reasons?
Centuries. Like honey, it's been used for a couple of thousand years, and so this is what I enjoy, using these products that have been around for a long time. They probably work. If they've been used for all this time, there's probably something in that. And what I like to do is do the research to, first of all, show that it works, to show the right dose you need, to make sure it's safe, that sort of thing. So I've got a whole programme of things.
Besides getting bee stings to get the venom, how is it obtained? Because obviously when bees sting, they then go away and die.
They do, and it's a fascinating process. And again, you can look on YouTube and you can see examples of how they do this. So basically, the way I understand it, I don't do it myself, is they have a glass panel with a little electric current through, and the bees attack the panel and they'll shoot out the venom when they sting it. But because the stinger doesn't leave the body, because there's nothing for it to go into, it can't go into the glass, they don't die. And so and you can actually repeat that about every couple of weeks. Now you only get a tiny bit of venom, tiny bit of venom from them, even from a whole hive. You might get a gram if you're lucky. And that's why the products are so expensive. We're talking $150 or so for just a small jar, but it's still selling in bucketfuls because it works. But you only need a low concentration, that's one of the good things. But it does work, and it's a fascinating process to extract it. And the bees survive, by the way.
That's good. So it's a lot of bees to get a small pottle like that.
Yeah, a small pottle like this, you're probably talking, the best part of a hive. It's a very, very low concentration. And when you put, say, a mil of this cream into your wrinkles, then you're getting the equivalent of around one bee sting. So people are thinking, ouch, that hurts. But no, because obviously a bee sting is like in one tiny area. That's why it hurts. The swelling is very localised. But spread all over quite an area, you just get this quite pleasant tingling, really. The other thing it works for is for plumping up lips. Now, I'm not into cosmetics or beauty therapy, but apparently ladies like, fuller looking lips. And again, it's amazing. You put it on your lips, you feel it instantly. And they swell up just a little bit. Not dangerous, but, and again, that's what we've tried it works, but we're going to do some research to actually put some data on this as well.
So instead of feeling the pain of a bee sting, people feel the pain in their wallets.
That's correct.
So is it a bit like Botox? Is it kind of another natural way for that?
It's very similar. Everyone's calling it the natural Botox. It works slightly different. Botox is an injection. It sort of paralyses the muscles and it lasts for months, and it's hideously expensive, and if it goes wrong you can have a funny looking face for a few months. So a lot of people don't like Botox. This is different. You apply it twice a day, so if you're not happy with the results you just stop. And yes, this is the natural Botox. Works in a slightly different way. You get a low grade swelling, a tiny swelling, and that really irons out the wrinkles. That's how it works.
What products is it in?
Well, it's just a cream at the moment, just a cream. Some people will do it with acupuncture as well, and that's a Chinese traditional therapy, but we're looking at a cream and maybe even a lip balm down the line, and we're going to try it for all these conditions.
Perhaps next time you get stung by a bee you might think twice about the health benefits.